Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Cloud Money Masterclass Day 3. I am your host, Cam Jennings, aka Zero Fats, coming at you today on behalf of Cloud Money and EpicConversions.com. Hope you guys are doing great today. It's been a great couple days learning and teaching, and today we're going to be wrapping it up. So let's go ahead and without further ado, let's go ahead and just 1 second, guys. Let me get my stuff set up here. All right, very, very cool. All right, and let's go ahead and let's move into a screen share position. All right, excellent. Excellent. Okay, and here we are on Cloud Money Mind Map. We're going to be here all wrapped up with a bow on top, Chapter 6. Yesterday, we focused a lot on Chapter 3, Chapter 4, and Chapter 5. Today we're going to be picking up with Chapter 6, 7, 8, and we're going to be wrapping it up today. So it's going to be great. First things first, Chapter 6. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about sales pages, sales funnel sales pages, and artwork. I'm not going to focus too much on the artwork. You know, we kind of chose to do a membership site, and I showed you guys how I created a simple logo yesterday for the membership site. Now, that can be something, you know, here's what I did, and you saw me do it yesterday in about 5 seconds, you know, super easy. And this is kind of artwork, you know, it came together really fast. You know, you can easily go over to Fiverr, okay? You can easily go over to Fiverr, have someone do some artwork for you. $5 or $10, you get some artwork made. Very simple. Also, another program I use a lot is called Pixel Studio Effects. And this, when I bought this, it was a one-time fee. Okay, but this is like a cover creator. You can do tons of stuff with this. It's really nice. I have to admit, when I bought it, it wasn't a monthly. It was a one-time fee. But now, looks like basically it's a monthly. You know, you get the $12 a month, $20 a month, $24 a month. Is it worth it? Okay. Yeah, I would say it's worth it if you are making money. If you are making money on the internet, I would say it's worth it if your business can cover it. Okay. If your business can pay for it and you find yourself making a lot of covers and a lot of artwork, then this is worth it, right? Because it makes it pretty easy, right? Matter of fact, if we go to, let me just go to, if I go to my courses section, you know, pretty much all my covers were done with Pixel Studio Effects. Okay, so and I'm not any graphic designer by any means. I sometimes I go really simple, but all these covers that I created were all created with Pixel Studio Effects. Most of them, some of the older ones, I wasn't using it yet, but most of the newer ones, I was using it. So all this stuff was created with Pixel Studio Effects, and you know, you guys could probably do better than me. I'm no graphic designer at all. I will whip things together in like 10 minutes, and then I'll think they're like the best thing since sliced bread. Then everybody will tell me they suck. So that's just, you know, how I do it. But it is a very good program. Like I said, it's really, really valuable for me because I only paid a one-time fee for it. You know, it looks like it's a monthly now. So I would say, you know, get it if you're making money and you're making a lot of covers. It's helpful. It speeds up your process. But if you can't you don't want to pay the monthly right now, then go the free route. You know, use the simple Canva thing and just go that route. It's not that big of a deal, you know. It's good for branding, but it's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. Okay, so very, very cool. So that's what I'll say about artwork. All right. So when it comes to sales page and funnel page, there's a couple different ways I want to show you about this. All right. The idea, you know, in Cloud Money was to model success. Okay, so, and what I mean by that is over to a place like Warrior Plus. You know, you can look at today if you want to. These are the top 10 products for today. So you can look at them and you can see what their sales pages look like, right? So they got a little sales video here. They got some benefits right here. They got a little scarcity timer right here. Proof, right? There's a buy button. And then it gets into like some sales copy, right? So there's that. There's the number one right now today. Let's look at the number two. Okay, wow. It's very similar, right? Very similar. Video right here, benefit right here, some sales copy, some proof. So we're seeing a little bit of a trend start to develop with sales letters, right? So let's look at the third one. Okay, so with the third one, we have a little bit different, right? We got our video right here in the middle. We got a bold headline up here. We got product image, buy button, features, benefits, I should say. These are benefits right here. Be an authority, build your list, sell to hungry buyers. Then we get into some copy, right? So a little bit different of a design setup there. Then we got this one, which is a little bit more old school, a little bit more old school. So these are the top 4 selling right now. Oh, who's that handsome joker? So these are the top 4 right now. Yeah, this is by far the most flat, most basic old school sales page, but it's got the same basic elements, right? We use different fonts for subtitles. We got the big graphic. So using graphics and different fonts for the subtitles to break this up. Pictures and different size fonts, boldface for the subtitles. So you could model any one of these and do okay. You know, you could model any one of these and do okay. Now, keep in mind, these are top 4 for a reason, and it's not just the sales page. The sales page is good, and it's good to model these, but we're also talking about there's other factors at play here. They have email lists. They have a large band of affiliates that are promoting for them. So there are other things at play. And you might not have a large band of affiliates promoting you yet, right? You might not have a giant email list yet. But what you got to do when you're new is you put your best foot forward. And what you do is you model success, right? So you can't control the email list yet. You can't control the giant list of affiliates yet. But you can control what your sales page looks like. You can't control the copy on your sales page. So model that after success. That'll make it easier for you to get affiliates on board because they'll see that you kind of know what you're doing a little bit with the sales page. It doesn't look like absolute dog crap. And that'll help you recruit affiliates. Also, that'll help you in your conversions. When traffic's hitting your sales page, that will help you in conversion. So model after success. So in the original Cloud Money course, I recommended using Wix, Wix.com, right? And that's what I showed you guys there. You can use Wix.com. You can use Weebly.com. You know, and something I'm going to show you tonight, which I'm really excited about, and I just kind of figured this out, man. But you can actually use simple Google Docs for sales pages. That is crazy. You know, and I've never done it before, but we're going to do it tonight because I want to see what it looks like. But before I do that, I want to show you with the Wix thing. I just want to show you how you set this up. So here we are, my site. We're going to go ahead and don't need to create a new site. I'm going to go ahead and select this site. Here we are on my little test site that I created. I'm going to go ahead and manage the site. Here we are in the managing section, and I'm going to go ahead and edit the site. All right. And what I want to do, guys, when it comes to sales pages is if I'm going to use Wix, right, I need a page for each product. Now, you guys remember I have 3 products in my funnel, right? So we got 3 products in the funnel. So if we go back over here, we're going to offers. We see our offer here. We got 3 products in the funnel, right? We got the original membership program, we got the one-on-one coaching, and then we got the lifetime access to the membership program. All right, so very cool. Now, what we need to do is we need to create 3 pages, 1 for each product in our funnel. They all need a sales page. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna come over here. We're gonna add a page. We're gonna add a new page. We're gonna call this. Cloud Money series, Masterclass series, FE sales. All right, we're just gonna call that, right? We're gonna add another page. We're gonna call this Cloud Money Master Class Series. This is gonna be OTO 1 sales. All right, we're gonna add a third page, right? Because remember, guys, 1 for each product that we have in our funnel. Okay, so this is gonna be CM Masterclass Series DS1, and that stands for downsell 1 sales. Okay, very cool. All right, and that's it, right? So now what we want to do is we're going to come over to our front end, all right? And we want to, and you can see right here, the tab, we're on the front end right here, okay? So what we want to do is we want to edit this thing. And by edit it, well, man, we're going to just get rid of some of this stuff, you know, because we don't need the stuff. Tell you what, I think just deleted it. That's all I did was delete it, guys. Just deleted that thing. Don't need any of this stuff. Delete. 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 There we go. Just delete. All right, very, very cool. This right here, let's change the page background. Give me something clean. There we go. Very good. All right, cool. Now we got kind of a blank canvas here to work with. So great. Now, what I want to do is I talked to you guys about modeling sales pages. You know, and what I did was I went over here to Big Product Store, that membership site I was telling you guys about, and I found 70 sales letter swipe file packs, right? So this is like, you know, just a whole bunch of proven sales letters. Now these sales letters are all proven to actually to work, you know, and they're by a guy, Sean Mize, who, you know, he's kind of a legend in the IM space, has been doing this for a really long time. So You know, great sales letters. The model, very basic sales letters. And what I thought would be nice, just to save time, is we just take one of Sean's sales letters and we'll just kind of model after that. So here we go. Here's we're going to come back over to our Wix editor here. And we're going to add text. I'm going to go this all. There we go. I don't know why I copied all that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take that. And you guys see what I'm doing, right? I'm just center this. Get this first part here. Now, one thing I will say is, even though we're modeling it, it's not going to be exactly the same. We are going to change things around to fit what we're doing, right? So I can drag this. Make this as big or as small as we need it to be. Make it the color that we want it to be. And we just basically model it. Now I can easily take this and I can bold it just like the original, right? Just like the original, right? And space it just like the original, right? So as a general rule, you try not to make your lines any longer than 3 lines. Sometimes you go 4, but kind of all right, great. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to basically model this letter a little bit And then we're going to go back and we're going to change it to fit our needs. But first, let's just model it to get the look and feel of it, right? And Wix is nice, it just makes it's pretty easy, I really don't even use Wix a lot because I have my own website, but you see how easy it is for me to use this. It's just not hard at all. So I'm going really basic here. I'm just making it all this color, but man, you can easily add different colors to the background. You can put some in this color, go some of your copy in the white. There's a lot of things you can do to kind of make it pop. You can see here, I'm going really basic, and I'm just actually, you know what? Instead of that, I think what I'll do is I'm just gonna copy and paste. So I'll just bring this down here. So it's basically the exact same thing. And then I get rid of all this, and I will get this. And I just kind of wonder really quick if I can anyways, let's change that to black like we had it. Um, and okay. Okay, very cool. And as you can see, I'm basically just recreating the sales page. I mean, Sean's making it easy because his sales page is very, very basic. There's not a lot of graphics here. Um, so he's making it easy on me, but don't let that fool you because simple can be very effective. Simple can be very, very effective. All right, so let's get back to it. And if this seems time consuming, you know, it can be. It can be a little time consuming to it can be a little time consuming to you know, model after a sales page. And we're just basically all right. Let's go ahead and get this. Yep. All right, very cool. As you can see, we got some boats here in the background on our little background image. We could get rid of those if we wanted to. I'm not going to worry about that though. Gonna go ahead and go back over here. All right, very cool. All right, very good. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this. I want like whatever. All right. This page background, I think we're just gonna change this. I see the boats now. Yep, I see the boats now, man. All right, let's change this. It's getting a little distracting. Honestly, we might just go color on it. Yeah, we might just go color on it. There we go. All right, cool. Looking better. All right, so very cool. Let's go ahead and move on. Huh, that was really weird. I don't know what just happened there. Delete that. Let's try again. There we go. All right. And what I just did there, guys, I basically just cut and pasted that one up there. That's all I did. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get this font to the right size. Excellent. Breaking this stuff up a little bit, guys. Nothing to it. There's nothing to the other part either, You're just basically going through and you're modeling the writing to fit your program. Right? That's it. All right, so Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add a add an image. Okay, we're going to upload an image real quick. Okay, add this to the page. After the image, guys, we're gonna put a little HTML. This is where we're gonna put our first buy button. Now we could just go ahead and put a dummy buy button there for now. Like if we just wanted to finish modeling the sales page, then we were going to come back and put the buy button in. We could do that if we wanted to, but I don't want to do that. I just want to go ahead and put the daggone buy button in there now. I'm not going to worry about it. It moved something on me. Menu, list, box. Interactive. I am looking for adding HTML is what I want to add. I want to add some HTML. And honestly, I wonder if I might not need hmm. So what's going on, guys, is I'm looking for how to add HTML to here, and for some reason I'm not finding it. So although I know it's here, and I'm just being a big dumb animal about it, and I can't seem to find it, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go a different way. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to come over here. I'll tell you what, why don't we just, well, let me try to add this first just to see what happens. Image, gallery. That's going to drive me crazy. Oh, more. Duh. All right, cool. All right, cool. So there's our HTML. This needs to be over and centered. And make sure that little scroll button's not on there. All right, looks pretty good. All right. All right, so let's move on. All right. All right. Wait a minute. What just happened here? I think I just messed that up. All right, that's fine. Redo. All right. All right. Okay. And as you guys can see, I'm just copying the buy button. You know, I don't have to go back there and get new HTML for each one. I can simply copy the buy button and that's fine. Now, when I do the other pages, the OTO one and the downsell one, I need to use the right buy buttons for those. I can't use this buy button. I need to go in here and I need to use the buy button for this and the buy button for this when I do that. Okay, I can't. Yeah, you guys get it. And I'm just getting this buy button again. Okay. And you might think, oh, well, this sales page seems old. This doesn't seem like it would work. Guys, the sales copy that worked 10 years ago, it still works today. And the reason it still works is because of those emotional triggers, right? Those emotional triggers are very powerful. And the same desires and the same wants and needs that we had 10 years ago, we still have today. So that's why, things like sales copy tends to, be very evergreen. All right. I think that's all of it, right? Yeah, that was it. All right, cool. So we can close this down. I'm going to publish this. Let's go ahead and put this in a notepad document for safekeeping. This is, what is this going to be? It's going to be Cloud Money Masterclass Series front end sales. And that should be right. That's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll find it. See it. Okay. So there's our sales. There's our sales page, right? So what we got to do now is we have to go back to our editor. All right. And here's where we get the info. Take me to the URL. Let's see it. There it is. All right, great. All right, cool. There's our URL for that. There's our URL for front end. This is not done, guys. This is basically, we've recreated the Sean Mize sales letter. We need to change it for our thing, right? So what we need to do now is we need to go back up here to the top, and we need to think about, discover the secret to building your info business 100% from scratch, just like I did. Now, it always helps if you have something that's similar to what you're selling, right? So now obviously you're just going to go through here, and now we're not going to do this whole thing because, you know, I don't want to waste you guys' time. You guys get it. Dear friend, one of the biggest things I'm realizing lately is with all the bells and whistles out there, with all the different ways you can get traffic, subscribers, and get people to your website, there are even more people than ever banging their heads against the wall trying to figure it all out. Simple isn't the case. So you just go through here and you change things to match your thing, right? You're wasting your money, fattening the pockets of users, period. Next, they want you to think is really tough, not so. I was expecting a file clerk, the doctors, they all do it, I do it, you can do it. It's not that complicated. I agree you need there's some basic things. Sure, you could take lessons. You need to have something to sell. You need to have a site to sell it on, right? You need to have a way to get people who don't buy to get on your list, like using a squeeze page. So the basics. Building. So okay, so I had to figure it out. Copied all the people. So you kind of go through here meticulously, you guys, and make sure it's fitting what you're doing, right? Here's what's included in my info business, right? So step by step. So, you know, and so you start changing it, right? 12 months of product, of information, products delivered to you every single week. Class room setting. Why don't we use that for another feature? Step by step. How to get started online. How to get started online. Online. Copywriting. Product creation. Traffic, driving, and so much more. Convenient. Interactive classroom style. Maximize networking and support. And then, you know, you just go back to what you did, you know, what you put in there. In our case, we know super effective methods for list building, email marketing, all given to you a small. You know what? Let's just go email marketing. All given and all taught over a 1-year period for ultimate educational benefit and zero overload. Right, so that's kind of how you do it. You know, you kind of you just model it to what you're trying to do. All right, so I'm not going to keep on doing this. You know, literally, for us to model this together, for us to go through this whole sales letter together, it would take another 2 hours to get this just right. But I think you guys get the point. You know, you model a proven sales letter and you shape it to your needs, right? So if we look at this, something that I don't like right now is I don't really like this black. I think it would be better if it was red, but you know, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I think it pops a little better if it's red. Let's go. Instead of Denver, Colorado, do a little brand plugging there, right? And don't make that a link so they can click it, because if you make it a link so they can click it, then what happens is they're going to click it. Okay. All the energy and all the momentum on your sales letter needs to focus on the buy button. It needs to, you know, funnel to the buy button. You don't want any like side roads and clicks to get people off of your sales page. That doesn't make sense, and you're going to lose sales if you do that. Okay, so anyways, I'm not going to go through here and edit this whole thing because you guys get it. You have to go through here and you have to edit it and model it after. Use it for style, use it for the copy expertise, but you have to go through there and meticulously change things to fit your product. All right, it's very important. Okay, so that's how you do it. Now, what I want to do is I want to come to the another page. I want to go to OTO1 sales, because OTO1 sales and our downsell one sales, they don't need to be as in depth as that front end sales. The front end is where you're turning prospects into customers. After they're already customers, you don't have to try as hard to convince them. Okay, you know, simple little paragraph or two on what you're offering with the OTO is all that's necessary. Okay, so let's go ahead and change the background color. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and put the headline in. Wait. Wait. And then, you know, to me, like, you know, with this this OTO, you know, what you want to do is you want to, like, the idea is to add, like me personally, I would add a video, and then like I would add a video. I'd make an unlisted video on YouTube. I'd basically, on the unlisted video, I'd point the video at myself, and I point the camera at myself, and I just basically thank them for picking up the product, and I would let them know what I had to offer them and what the benefit of it is to them, and then I'd thank them again, and that'd be it. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and change this weight to congratulations. You know, all right. So in this case, I'm not going to use a video. I'm just going to use text. And I also want to add an image. If I'm not going to use video, let's use an image. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to keep it personal. We're trying to keep it congruent. Let's move that down here. And this, we're going to I know that the masterclass test program is going to help you. Congratulations. I know that the masterclass is going to help you. A good feeling. Finally have all the step-by-step information that you need being delivered to you every single week. That being said, I know the fastest way, like I said, I make it a point to help my customers as much as possible. And I wouldn't be doing a good job if I ignored this one small fact. See, I know that fastest way to achieve goals, financial goals online is with the help of a coach. Help of a coach. That reason, I want to offer you my services as a one-on-one coach. Marketing coach. I'm going to help you step by step, personally, do all the technical stuff, all the questions that you might have, all the confusing challenges that you are sure to face as an online entrepreneur. Can't need this to be like can't offer this kind of service to everyone. So be sure to act quickly because spots are extremely limited. Looking forward to working with you. Right, and that's it, right? So then what you want to do is we're going to see, being said, so we're just kind of giving it a little bit of a pop here. And then we're going to go ahead and add HTML code right here. And that's our coaching, right? And now with this, I usually, with higher ticket stuff, I usually change my color a little bit. Now, this is important with the OTOs. With the OTOs, what you want to do is you want to make sure you add a no thank you button. Okay, very, very important. You gotta have it. Okay, so you got to give them the option to not buy this thing. You can't force them to buy your stuff. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add some more HTML. All right. Very simple, right? Very simple, but not quite aligned. All right, there we go. I think that's good. And just no thanks right there. Super easy. And there it is. All right. And that is basically, preview it, guys. And that's basically, hey, congratulations. I know the Masterclass Test Program is going to help you. That being said, let them know what you're giving them. Show them the benefit of it. Offer it to them. Then they have the option to say, no, thank you. So what we want to do now, guys, is we want to go back to the editor. Okay. We want to go ahead and we want to get our page info on this one. Here's our OTO 1. Probably don't need that since I already have some saying it right there, making it kind of foolproof. And you can see it's not saved yet, so we need to publish it. All right. Don't make the mistake of not publishing it. Okay. There it is. Boom. And all right, very, very cool. Now let's go ahead and go to our DS1 sales, right? So they get offered that. They say no thanks. All right. So now what we want to do is we're going to change the background on this thing. Basically the same way we did before, guys. We're just changing that. Okay. And this time around, you know, we're going to and you got a few options on this. You can do it however you want to do it. Um, one last thing. All right. I would like that to be bigger, but for some reason it is acting funky. One last thing. How would you like to not pay monthly and get a discount on lifetime access? Interesting. Right, so cool. Let's preview this. Boom. I love that. Discount on lifetime access. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and well, as a special bonus to you, I would like to offer you lifetime access to the Master Class Test Membership Program at discount. See, membership program, awesome, and it's priced at a very reasonable $10 a month. $12 months, which is great. But what if I could make that even better? What if I give you lifetime access to the program for $80? Just $80. Count spent on the first month. I just spent the first month. That is a 30. Don't worry about pesky cursive dues. Take advantage of this fantastic special offer today. I'll see you in the program. All right, great. So what do we do now? Now, go ahead and add our simple HTML code. Let's go get our HTML code. This is our get code. I'm gonna make this one. Let's make this one blue. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and add another HTML code down here. And this is going to represent our no thank you button. Cool. So all right, and then you know, you guys obviously we'll just you know, kind of make this pop a little bit. So what if I can make this even better? All right. And that's it, guys. That's really it, you know? Very easy. We got all, let's get it. Let's go ahead and publish this one. Let's go ahead and get our page info on this one. I like that weird little zoom in thing. I think that's kind of cool. All right, cool. Now we got our 3 sales pages. So what we need to do now, guys, is we can go ahead and close this stuff. All right, and what we need to do now is we need to come back over here. And yesterday we used dummy sales pages. Now we need to fix those. Okay, so let's page setup. We need to fix the sales page. Okay. All right. Save. Okay. With this one, save. All right, and with this one, save. See that? I had a little space in there. There we go. Now those are legit sales pages. So if I say view sales page right here, I can open it up and it'll open right up to the OTO3. Cool. Now if I wanted to mess around with Wix even more, I could get rid of this stuff up here. I don't have to leave this stuff up here if I don't want to. And if I was legitimately going to do this, honestly, guys, why don't we just go back to Wix? We'll mess around. We'll get rid of those tabs up at the top. Why? Because you don't really need them. You don't want that on your sales page. You don't want anything that they can click on besides this. You know, this right here, that needs fixed. You don't want that like that. So let's go ahead and okay, select site, manage site, edit site. That DS1 was jacked up, so that little no thank you box down at the bottom was messed up. Let's go to this one. There we go. That's how we solve that. Save. All right, perfect. Now what I want to do, man, is I want to get rid of this stuff up here, man. So this horizontal menu, let's just take a look at it. Manage menu. Okay. See, I want to hide that. I want to hide that. I want to hide that. I want to hide all this stuff. All right. So everything's hidden, right? And this right here, the social bar, I don't want that, man. I don't need that on there. This header design change. Let's just make it like white. You know what I mean? Same as the save. Okay, so cool. So now let's see what they look like. Preview. Boom. And it's easy as that, guys. Easy as that, right? There it is. We could get rid of this gray crap down here if we wanted to. Let's go back. See what's going on with this gray stuff down here. See what I did there? I just took the footer down to nothing. Simple, right? Just simple, guys. Okay, preview it. It's gone. It's gone. One thing, you know, it might not be that bad of an idea to have a footer just because, so this won't be so visible. This site was created with Wix.com. You know, it's, you know, it might be better to not have that right down there. It's kind of distracting. So we think about our, whatever. You guys get it. I'm not going to mess around with it too much. I'm basically just stretching this out just so that, yeah, it's fine. All right, cool. All right, good. So that's how it works, right? That's how you do it, right? So now I got sales buttons on all my sales pages. All sales pages are created. Fantastic. This thing's good to go. Keep in mind we didn't completely change around the actual copy on the front end sales page just to save on time, but you guys get the point. You take a sales page that's proven successful, you model after that sales page for your product, okay? And then with these OTOs, you thank them for buying your product, you focus on benefit of your upsell, you let them know what it is, and then you offer it to them, and that's it. Very easy. Okay, so cool. Now what? All right. So now we've worked on 6. That's great. Now 7. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about traffic. Actually, I want to show you guys something else. Before we get into that, I want to talk about something else. This is interesting. Second. Something I was just thinking about. Now, I believe you could probably create all these sales pages in a Google Docs. So, you know, if I wanted to be like, you know, membership program, and if I wanted to make this my sales page, okay, let's go ahead and okay, let's open that other one up we had. Okay, so I'm just gonna select everything on this sales page, right? And then I'm gonna go over to Google Docs. These Google Docs are pretty intuitive, so I want to see what it looks like if I paste, if I just paste it, you know, with the formatting. Right? Paste it with the formatting. What does it look like? So it's a little funky. It's a little funky. It's a little funky. But so it is a little funky, but here's what's interesting about this. What? Here's what's interesting about this. It's a little funky, and you're gonna have to kind of mess around with this and get it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. You guys get it. You're gonna have to, mess around with it a little bit in here. But check this out. Share, get shareable link. Boom. You get this shareable link right here. It's really long and terrible. So you shorten it. Okay. So 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 there's our link, right, to our URL. All right, let's just get all this stuff. I don't know why it copied it way down here. Honestly, man, it's kind of weird. Just gonna get rid of all this stuff. Okay, so here's what I want to show you guys. So let's say, obviously when I copy this over, you're gonna have to kind of some weird spaces in here. You have to edit it. It might be easier just to get this, and it might be easier just to get this, and then all right, might be easier just to get it, and instead of paste without, it might be easier just to paste without formatting. Then it's gonna look like that, and you're gonna have to put the bold stuff in there or whatever. But either way, I wanted to show you guys something. So the question is, can you use this simple Google Doc as a sales page? And the answer is yes. Look, so I just showed you, there's the URL to the Google Doc, right? So how do we make it happen? So let's go here. Okay. So to make me log back in. Okay, so let's get our so what we need is we need this right here. Now you can't put an HTML in a Google Doc, but you can put an image. Now to do this, I'm using a simple free program called Greenshot, right? So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that image right there. I'm going to come over to my Google Docs, and I'm going to put it right there. Right? And I'm going to, and I can put it wherever I want it, right? And then what I'm going to do is I need to add a link to this image. Okay. So I need to add a link to the image. All right. So what I'm going to do is, you might wonder what link I'm putting in there. So the link I'm going to put in there is this link right here. Right? Right there. Right? That's the link. That's the actual link if you want to buy this product, right? Ahref, right? That's it. That's the actual link. So put the link right there. Boom. Okay. So now when someone hits the sales page, you'll be like, okay, cool. Right? And so let me show you what this is going to look like. Okay. Let's see what this is going to look like. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Okay. And I want to, I'm going to open an incognito window. Okay. And I want to, so there's my little URL to my Google Docs, which is now my sales page. And you see, there it is. You can see it, guys. I just put it here. I mean, this could have easily been, I could have made this look nicer. You know what I mean? But the point is, I scroll down here to where I put that sales button. I can click on that and boom. Now it's unable to locate the information because this product is not live. Because if you look at if we look at Warrior Plus, this offer is not yet active, right? You still got to activate the offer. It's still got to be approved by Warrior Plus, guys. But the point is, I can easily create sales pages in Google Docs. If I didn't have a website and I didn't feel like using Wix, I could easily just use Google Docs for the sales pages. And I think that's freaking just crazy, man. That blows my mind. I just thought about that the other day. And I know it'll work. I know it'll work. I haven't actually done it myself, but I know it will work. And for people out there who don't have any money to invest in hosting or invest in a website, I think that is pretty cool. I think that is really cool, especially if they don't want to mess with Wix because they think it's too weird and too hard to use. This is a super easy, man, it's Google Docs. What can you say? The other thing I wanted to, okay, so yeah, so take this right here, change this, page setup, right? Instead of the Wix site, we put in the URL for the Google Docs, save it. All right, and once it's saved, just click this, view sales page. Where does it take us? Takes us to the Google Doc, man. Takes us to the Google Doc. Boom. So this can easily be a sales page. And I think that's just amazing. I mean, personally, I think that's crazy. If you don't agree, hey, I understand. But I think it's pretty neat, man. So anyways, let's move on. So with paid traffic, I am no paid traffic expert. But the general rule of thumb, you guys, you're going to lose money when you first start with paid traffic. The only exception to that rule is with affiliate traffic. And affiliate traffic takes time. It takes time to gather affiliates and build those relationships with affiliates. The exception to that affiliate traffic rule is if you hire an affiliate manager. If you hire an affiliate manager to recruit affiliates for you, generally affiliate managers already have pools of affiliates they know. They've already built those relationships. They've already built those networks, so they can pull, they can pull people on board for you, right? So that's the thing about that. If you want to get really good with Facebook traffic, I talked about the fan page method in the original Cloud Money course. Go back and reference that. I also talked about the Facebook blueprint in the original Cloud Money course. Go back and reference that. That's an amazing resource. Affiliate traffic, like I said, we talked about affiliate traffic a little bit in the original Cloud Money course. That's really all I have to say about the affiliate traffic, guys. It takes time to build those relationships. Generally, affiliates want you to reciprocate, right? When you go out there and find affiliates to promote for you, many times they will want you to promote back for them, right? And if you don't promote back for them, they'll stop promoting you eventually, right? And that's kind of just the way it is. That's kind of the law of the jungle. People want to promote people who are going to promote them back. And that's kind of the unwritten rules of the jungle. A lot of people don't want to admit that's what's happening. A lot of people don't want to admit it. But a lot of times, people just want to promote people who promote them back. And that's kind of the way it is. So, you can't promote everyone back. You know what I mean? If you recruit 500 affiliates to, then that's quite a bit. If you recruit 500 affiliates to promote something, you're not going to be able to promote for all of them. You're not going to be able to promote everyone back. So, it's kind of the reciprocation game is kind of a losing game from the beginning. Generally, what people do is they try to promote their top affiliates. If their top affiliates are putting stuff out, they try to make sure they promote them back, right? And that's kind of how the affiliate reciprocation game is played, right? And a lot of people say they choose not to reciprocate. You can choose not to reciprocate all day long. The fact of the matter is, generally, affiliates, they like to promote people who will, consider promoting them back. And that's the way it is. And that's the way things kind of go. It gravitates that way, as it probably should. If you're going to spend your time promoting for someone else and you're going to, send them leads and send them your audience, it would be nice to know that they would return the favor to you when you have something to promote. So, makes sense. So anyways, let's go ahead and close this up. Okay. Audience traffic. This is kind of my bread and butter, you guys. I love audience building. That's kind of what I do. And at the core of audience building is the email list. Guys, your email list is your best source of traffic. Okay. That's just hands down the way it is. You're not going to get a higher converting traffic than email list, right? So the goal to me is to build audience on the internet and to put as many of that audience on my email list as possible, right? That's my goal. And I think that, if you want to succeed online in a sustainable way, and not just be here today and gone tomorrow, then you want to focus on audience building and you want to focus on, your list building. Right? And you want to focus on keeping that relationship warm, right? Warm relationship. And by warm relationship, I mean keep them interested in what you have to say. The more people online who give a crap about what you have to say, the more you will sell things. And that's just the way it is. Two places that I have really, really had a lot of luck online with audience building is YouTube and Facebook. Right? I have a YouTube channel. I have a couple of YouTube channels, actually. I have one in the health space and one in the make money online space. And, I've been very, very lucky in building an audience with those channels. And it's a really great way to build an audience. So, if you're not too shy, I highly suggest you get into YouTube because it's really it's really relevant. It's really viable. It's a great way to build an audience and put people on your email list. Facebook is another place I've had a lot of luck building traffic. And I know I talked about this in the original Cloud Money course, but I'll just reiterate it again here. Facebook's a great place to build an audience. One thing I'll say about Facebook is you're not the automatic authority on Facebook. You're not the obvious authority. With YouTube, if you're the one putting out the videos, you're kind of the obvious authority, right? Not so with Facebook. With Facebook, it's different. You know, you're competing. You're competing for attention. Facebook's more interactive. Just getting a drink, guys. Facebook's more interactive. You get to interact with people more. It's more personal. But YouTube is just more authority building. You're kind of become more of a celebrity on YouTube. So, anyways, that's what I'd say about those. These two to me are must. This is top two websites in the world, right? If you figure like Google is the #1 website in the world, and Google is just a portal, right? And we say like we go over to Alexa, right? Let's go to Alexa. Go to Alexa. Alexa site rankings. Site ranking. So let's just say let's say Google.com. Okay. They're #1. Their global rank is #1, right? But let's be honest, Google is a portal. It's a portal. It's like a doorway. People don't just hang out on Google, right? They go to Google for the search engine, and then they go to different places, right? So they don't just hang out there. So go to YouTube. YouTube is #2, right? And YouTube is not a portal. YouTube is not a doorway. People sit on YouTube and hang out on YouTube and just watch videos, right? This is the #1 website in the world. Okay, the #1. This says #2, but we know it's the #1 because people don't hang out on Google. Many times they'll go to Google and then go to YouTube. So this is the true #1 website in the world. All right. So, and YouTube wants to give you a free television show. Just go there, sign up for an account, and start making videos. It's your world and it's free. Okay. So that's pretty awesome. And yes, it's a great way to build authority. It's a great way to build audience. And it is a great way to start building an online business. Okay. And we go to Facebook. Right. And we go to Facebook. And Facebook is #3. Facebook is #3 in the world. So we're talking about the top 2 websites in the world, right? And I promise you, all of your customers are on these 2 websites. All of them. They're all here. They just don't know they're your customers yet. So it's up to you to build presence on these websites and to make them your customers. Okay. So that's what I will say about that, guys. These 2, you don't want to overlook them. You hear people talking about like Instagram. You hear people talking about Pinterest. You hear people talking about LinkedIn and all this and all that, and that's great, guys. That's all great stuff. But if we look at Instagram.com, we know it's 17. You know, it's 17. So we look at Pinterest.com, 73. Okay. So these aren't like, look at LinkedIn. LinkedIn's 29. All right. They're good, guys, but they're not in the same, it's not at the top. All right. Everybody, all the customers, you know, are hanging out on YouTube and Facebook. Okay. And like to think that they're not, I mean, you're not paying attention to the statistics. Okay. So they're here. They're here. These other sites, you hear them a lot because they're buzzing, right? They're buzzworthy, right? Snapchat, right? It's one thing to be buzzworthy, but man, look at Snapchat. I mean, 4,476. I mean, that's not even in the same ballpark. I remember last year, people were like, Snapchat's where it's at. Snapchat's where it's at. Follow me on Snapchat. Like 4,476. You know, Facebook is number 3. YouTube is number 2. And they were there last year too. Okay. So, you know, you do the math. Pay attention to stats. Pay attention to the statistics, what's going on. They're the king and queen of the internet. So you definitely want presence there. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's move on. Okay. So what now? Again, guys, you know, when it comes to payment gateways, you would use whatever you want. You know, when it comes to Warrior Plus, they have Stripe and they have PayPal that you can use for a payment gateway. I use PayPal. I've never had a problem with PayPal. So, you know, one thing I'll say about PayPal is, you know, whenever I'm going to have a product launch, I usually call them a couple days ahead of time and say, hey, listen, I'm getting ready to have a product launch. I might have an influx. I'm going to have probably an influx in funds in my account. So just so you know, and they're cool and never given me a problem. So it's all good. Now I do have a business PayPal account. So I highly recommend if you get a PayPal account, make sure you have a business account, not just a personal account, a business PayPal account. Okay. It's not hard to do. All you have to do is link it to your checking account. That's all you got to do. Very, very easy to do. Okay. When it comes to updates, just keep in mind, guys, I talked about this in the original Cloud Money course, but just keep in mind that all your courses, they all are good for a sequel or two. Okay. Once you've built the framework of the course, it's not hard to go back and kind of build around it, right? Or build a new story surrounding that idea, right? Like I put a course out in 2016 called Membership Dawns, and it was all about showing people how they can make membership sites, you know, very cheaply, very easily, and it was meant to be very inspiring. Right? That was in 2016, late 2016. Well, now here we are a year later in late 2017. And like, why couldn't I make a Membership Dawns Part 2, right? And then as a bonus inside Membership Dawns 2, I will put Membership Dawns 1, right, as a bonus. But I will build upon the knowledge I gave them in Membership Dawns 1. I will update it, right? I will talk about new things that are out there, right? Do I have anything new to add to that information? Because if I have new things to add to it, it's been a year. If I have new things to add to it, then I'm good for a sequel. I am good for a sequel, right? So think about that. Consider updates. And I don't like the idea of updating a course and just, you know, giving it for free to everybody. Like, you know, like, oh, this course is a year old, let me update it. And then like, just update it and spend all your time updating everything. And then everybody just gets it for free. I'm not into that. When I say update it, I mean, make a sequel, right? Make a sequel with all updated everything. Sell the sequel to the people who bought the original. It can be a part 2 and, or it can be a 2017 edition, whatever, 2018 edition. That's what I'm into. I'm not into creating things and not getting paid for it. That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it's good to have free content out there if it builds audience and it has a purpose. But to do things without a purpose just doesn't make sense, you guys. So make sure you're moving with purpose on the internet so your online business can thrive. Okay. With email marketing, you know, once you have an email list, once you put people on that list, once people get into your Google Classrooms and you have people on a list, make sure you're emailing them regularly. Email them a couple times a week, at least. You know, I email my list about 4 to 5 times a week. Okay. And it's normal for some of them to leave. Some of them are going to leave, and that's totally cool. You don't want people on your list if they don't want to be there. You want those spots taken up by people who are engaged in what you have to say, who are interested in what you have to say, and who could potentially buy something when you offer it, right? You don't want just dead weight on your email list. So it's okay that they're leaving, okay? Email them at least a couple times a week, all right? Now, what kind of emails do you want to send? You want to send emails with some entertainment value. You want to send emails with some actionable content or a lesson. And you want to send emails with a pitch, right? So, and I mean all three of those things in every email, not just, one like with a story this time and then one with a pitch this time. I mean all three of those ingredients in every single email, right? A little bit of a entertainment value, usually in the form of a story. It could just be like what you did today, what'd you do today? And usually it's not based around things you did as much as it's based around emotions you felt. Did you feel angry today? Did you feel sad today? Did you feel happy today? Did you feel excited today? Oh, you felt excited today. Why? Why were you excited today? Oh, today you got your first payment online ever, right? So what does that little story sound like? Can you explain that story to us in like a paragraph or so? Right? So that's entertainment value, telling that story surrounding that emotion, right? So this is really cool, man, because this allows you to come up with good content every single day that's going to keep your list warm and interested in what you have to say. The reason is because they're going to feel like they know you. They're going to feel like, they have a bond with you because you're giving a little bit, right? You're giving a little bit of your life, a little bit of what's going on with you. And then you always provide a takeaway. There always has to be some actionable content. It's not enough that you say, hey, I did this and this and this, and I made money today. It was pretty cool. I was really excited. You always kind of want like a takeaway, right? Or some actionable content. So step 1, I did this. Here's how I did it, guys. Step 1, I did this. Step 2, I did this. Step 3, I did this. Boom, boom, boom. So you can do the same thing if you want. Or the actionable content could be like a lesson. And it's like, so yeah, so I did this and I did this and I did this. And I made my first $1 online today. And it was pretty cool. Basically, to me, the takeaway is never give up, man. It took me this long to make that happen, but I kept on grinding and I didn't stop, and I kept on moving, and finally it paid off. So it was awesome. So that's kind of a takeaway, So you want some entertainment value, you want actionable content or a takeaway, and usually you want a pitch in there, right? You pitch to something for free. It could be a free thing. You can pitch to something for paid. It can be a paid thing. You can pitch just to go back and read your blog, whatever. But the idea is that you get your email list used to the idea of clicking through on your emails, right? And checking out what's there to see. That's the idea. So that's what that's all about. And you want to learn email marketing, guys, because email marketing is the basis of everything we do online, right? It is the core of what's happening, all right? Email marketing, right? The other thing I would say about that is a membership site. A membership site is really a great foundation for, sustainable online wealth. And the other thing I would say that brings a lot of money in for my business is product launching, product launching, email marketing, and, product launching, email marketing, membership site. Top 3 ways to make money online right there. All right, guys. So that is it. I want to give about 5 minutes here. I want to make sure nobody has any questions for me. I've had a great time these last 3 days teaching you guys all this stuff in Cloud Money, going through it with you. I hope you guys see how easy it can be. It's not very difficult to make this stuff happen. You just got to stick with it. Stick with it. Model success. Stay ethical. Okay. Don't do things that they feel wrong to you. Do things that are that go along with your moral compass. Okay, be ethical, and that's it. That's it. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I want to thank everybody for coming out for this master class. Hope you guys had as much fun learning this stuff as I've had teaching it. And I wish you all the best on your journey. If you have any questions for me, hit me up, camjenningspro@gmail.com. Thanks so much for being here. Good luck, guys. Peace, everybody.